So to quote Frenchie from The Boys, necessity is the MILF of creation, and I've always understood that, but now more than ever I understand it 100% more, particularly over the past couple of months as it comes into the writing stage of book 4. But I had failed at the first hurdle when it came to plotting and outlining book 4, and that's because I've had a lot of stuff going on recently, and I found out that when I plotted book 4 that what I was going through actually affected what I was going to write. And the only way I can really sort of describe it to you is that I was imprinting my own life onto my own book, and what I actually had outlined at the very beginning mirrored what I was going through, and it would have betrayed the story itself, everything I've written so far. It betrayed a lot of characters and a lot of development that I've made for them over the course of the 3 books. So I needed another outlet, and that is when I started writing. For any of you who follow me on any form of social media or been to my website, you'll see that I've been writing my own sort of lyric album at the moment, and it's an overview of everything I've experienced in my life, and it was to help me decompress from what happened last year. I've always written lyrics, I've always written songs, I've always written anything sort of along the rhymey kind of thing. I actually used to do a bit of freestyle rapping back in the day, but as Mikey will tell you, I was fucking shit at it. It's just something I enjoyed, but songwriting has always been a form of therapy for me to help get whatever out of my head. But I reached this conclusion where I now have to face everything head on and look back at changing myself completely and understanding how I managed to get from there to where I was last year. And with everything that was puddling up in my head and sort of clouding my vision, I said it was really affecting my actual story writing. So to keep myself from not going rusty in the creative department, I put my heart and soul into these songs, and I've deleted, if you went on the website maybe about a month ago, if you go back on now, you'll see I've deleted about 5 songs because they're all pertinent to the same situation last year, whereas Wellbeing Roulette was almost supposed to be more sort of like a biography. That would only be the best way I could ever actually talk about myself, because I don't like talking about the things that I've been through. It makes me ashamed of myself that I've let that much happen to me and I've let that much slide. So I deleted 5 songs, and I've stuck to the main core of what is going on and has been my whole life. And that's where the theme came in for me to start labelling the songs as well, what they're actually about. Because if you go to song 2, Midnight Mistress, a lot of people would think that song's about a love interest, but it's actually about my very abusive on-off relationship with alcohol for the best part of 15 years. And I've done that with all the songs on there now. There's 10 songs on there currently, and they all have in brackets next to the title what the song is about. There's only 1 song on there currently which is about last year, but the rest can be defined and spread out through the course of my sort of early teens to adult life. And I found myself that the more I'm getting off my chest, the clearer my actual story writing is becoming. The more I'm helping getting it out my system and using it as my own therapy, I've been actually able to write a lot more what I consider to be my own voice when it comes to my stories. Because what I originally had, as I said, plotted out for book 4, it wasn't just a betrayal of my characters and my plot. What I'd written originally before I deleted it all, it sounded like it was part of the world I created, but it didn't sound like I wrote it. It almost sounded like a kind of fan fiction of maybe what someone else expected. It didn't sound like it had my own tone to it. So yeah, writing Wellbeing Roulette, getting a lot of stuff out of my system has also helped me push forward as well, and mentally, but also within my writing space. And I find that the reason I'm making this video is to tell you that if you are an author or any other kind of creative out there and you're maybe stuck a bit stagnant, find another outlet to help you do that. Just stop yourself from going rusty and just keep your head in the game with another creative outlet, and the good things will come back. And for any of you who have watched Warzone Ramblings before, you'll see we've not won in a while. I have just died here, so we're going to be spectating Domi, also known as Adam. And the situation is now 4 people left, but it's 4 teams, so it's 1 against 1 against 1 against, wait, yeah, 4-1s, whatever. Adam's doing well here. He keeps his position covered because he knows the guy up on the roof there has got height advantage. At this point, Mikey was trying to constantly talk to him, and I was like, Mikey, shut up, just give Adam space. So Adam holds his position here. It's now 3 people left. Adam checks his flank with the circle coming in. He knows that he's got a good cover there if someone should try and sneak from behind. Lo and behold, they do. Boom, no scope. Sit down. The guy comes around, little rat face. Adam keeps his shots on the face, pops him in the head to give us our first win in a fucking long time. That was actually a good night. But yeah, so like another Warzone rambling, I'm not really sure how to wrap this up. But yeah, Wellbeing Roulette is on my website, and all the songs are for different situations of how I've been affected through different things, and it's been thoroughly enjoyable to write, getting a lot of stuff out there. A lot of different sort of techniques I use, particularly from my favourite songwriters out there, be it Korn, Slipknot, Eminem, Linkin Park. I've got a few inspirations from another guy called Ren. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care.